Interpretation of verse 141 of Surah Al-Imran. As Sati wrote, Allah consoled the Muslims who were defeated and explained to them the great benefits that such defeats bring. If the Muslims were defeated, then a similar defeat had already been inflicted on the pagans. Both sides dealt each other severe blows, but the superiority of the Muslims lies in the fact that they hope to receive from Allah what they cannot unbelievers hope. The Almighty said, "Do not show weakness in pursuing the enemy. If you suffer, they also suffer as you suffer. But you hope to receive from Allah what they do not hope for. Allah is knowing, wise." Another benefit of these defeats is that Allah will grant worldly blessings not only to believers and the righteous, but also to unbelievers and libertines. People dominate the earth with varying success. Today some prevail, and tomorrow others. This is because the worldly life is perishable and transient and is completely different from the future life, which is entirely intended only for those who believe. Another benefit of these defeats and temptations is that Allah distinguishes the true believers from the hypocrites, because if the Muslims were victorious in all battles, then even those who do not want to accept the Islamic religion would. However, sometimes Muslims have to endure defeats and go through difficult days, which makes it possible to draw a line between the faithful who want to practice Islam in sorrow and joy and hypocrites who do not have such qualities. Interpretation of verse 151 of Surah Al-Imran. It is reported that Abu Hurairah said that the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "I have been given the keys to words and to win through fear. Yesterday, when I was sleeping, they brought me the keys to the treasures of the earth and put them in my hand." Abu Hurairah said, "The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, has left, and you are taking them out." This hadith was narrated by al-Bukhari. Interpretation of verse 154 of Surah Al-Imran. It is reported that Anas Malik said from the words of Abu Talha, "On the day of the Battle of Uhud, I raised my head and began to look around. The fighters fell into a slumber, and their heads were lowered below their leather shirts. On this occasion, Allah Almighty said, 'After sorrow, He sent down on you peace, a slumber that seized some of you.'" This hadith was narrated by At-Tirmizi, who called it good and authentic. In another hadith, it is reported that Az-Zubair said, "I remember being next to the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, during the Battle of Uhud, when we were seized with great fear. Suddenly, drowsiness came over us, and each of us rested our chins on our chests. I swear by Allah, then, as if in a dream, I heard Mutib Kusher say, 'If we ourselves could make some decision, we would not be killed here.' I memorized these words, and then Allah Almighty sent down the verse, 'After sorrow, He sent down on you calm drowsiness that seized some of you,' to the words, 'Allah is aware of what is in the chest.'" This hadith was narrated by Ibn Rakaway in the book Al-Matalib al-Aliyah with a good chain of narrators.